And speaking about hugs, we were greeted by a customer, what was it, today's Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday night, saw the video, actually greeted me with a big hug. I mean, that's even nice. He was happy to be here, happy to meet us. Was telling Rachel and I the story that he has an engine light on. Obviously, he knew what the code was. And then he ran across my video, which I think I'm the only one that has a video from 2 years ago about a PCV system malfunction. I forget what the code is, P52E or something like that. It's on an Infinity. And I know Infinity has a long line of customers just tossing their wallets and bank accounts at them at $320 an hour. But he saw my video and said, hey, I saw that you did this. I want you to replace my PCV valve because I did a stupid thing. I went to Infinity and had them diagnose it, and I didn't want to pay the $220, but he did, and then they hit him with a $4,500 estimate to repair the PCV system. I'm making a video. You want me to put that, shove that phone in your mouth?
It's worked.
Turn it down.
About dealership.
You can share that with me later. Be part of this video.
This video is boring.
No, it's not, because
This video is funny.
I'm funny every day.
There's a guy at a Ford dealership.
You laugh at me more than you laugh at your own boyfriend.
That's because you're a joke.
Okay. So the dealership refused to just do the PCV valve. Thanks, Rachel. I'm gonna shove that phone where the sun don't shine. That he said, hey, just do the PCV valve, and he refused. So if you go into all data, because that's where I was headed. So we go into all data, and this story's long and dragged out, to be honest with you, and it shouldn't be. I did this job for a used car dealer. I've never done one before, and I had some challenges because when you're doing used car dealer work, you're trying to be efficient and cost effective. Although your loyalty to the used car dealership guys turns into being unloyal in the end, and you know who I'm talking about. We'll move forward with this. So if you go into all data, hard, and you say, look at the PCV valve and then the part number and then the price of the part. So right there, top line. So Rachel's like, okay, they only list one part. She goes, is this your part? And I said, that's what I want. Then she calls the Infinity dealership, and what a torture was. They said that part doesn't exist, that part number doesn't work. Tried selling her the wrong parts, told her that the engine light would never go off, changing this part. Like, what did you say last night? Just give me the part that I asked for.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to diagnose the car. Just give me the part that I asked for. So long story short is, Rachel and I called another place, confirmed that place tried selling us the parts we didn't want either. And they were like, no, we want this part. And he said, all data's wrong. I'm like, all data's not wrong. I did this job already, and it didn't come back. And is this one going to come back? I don't know. We'll wait to see what the customer's experience is after he left here. He didn't ask us to diagnose it.
He's aware, though.
Yeah, okay, right. He's aware.
He knows.
But the dealership guy finally sent us an exploded view, and we're like, yeah, the piece in the middle of the screen right there, that's what we want. And then he tried selling us another hose that we didn't even want. But the dealership, when you go to somebody and you ask them to diagnose your car and tell you what it costs to fix it, it's completely up to them on what they want to charge you. And if you want to drive around all goddamn day long to find someone that's going to do it for less or do it for whatever, that's up to you. Time here is money. When you're running a business, time is money. The meter is running. And just to touch on the stripped lug nut and situation like that, you could spend your whole goddamn day driving around trying to find someone to take your stripped lug nut off or seized lug nut off. And how many shops are going to tell you no because they don't do that kind of work and they don't know how to? Then just pay somebody that knows how to do it. Like, yes, I can do it, and I can do it right now. But moving forward, remember, the customer went to the dealership and said, hey, diagnose my problem, tell me what it costs. And every right that they have to sell him whatever they want to do that job. Everything is plastic. So it included a new intake manifold, the regular PCV valve, the intake pipe from turbo to intake manifold, or turbo to throttle body, and then it also had another plastic tube and it also had another tube which was called the wide open throttle PCV system because it's a turbocharged, to the tune of $4,500 to do that job. And he was like, nah, just do the PCV valve. They're like, nah, we refuse. And he's like, well, I saw Ant's video, let me check them out. And we did the job yesterday. And the same hose that broke when I was doing the used car dealer 2 years ago was the same hose that broke. And because these dealers know what they're dealing with when they get in there and deal with brittle crap. They just don't want to have to deal with that, and it's time consuming trying to fix something or call you 8,000 times and say 20 different plastic parts broke instead of just saying, dude, this is how it goes, this is how we service it, and that's that. But yeah, he was sticker shock. Under 90,000 miles, $4,500 job. How many of those Infinity customers were like, oh yeah, Todd, go ahead and take care of it. Oh, and you're going to wash my car for me too? Oh, that sounds like a great friggin' deal. When will it be done? Next month? Oh, that's fantastic. You're going to give me a loaner? Yes, no problem. And you're going to gas up my car? Oh, yeah, for $4,500? Yep. Grease, grease, grease. Right? Oh, wasn't not Todd? What's another name? Vlad. Oh, Vlad. I appreciate you looking out for me and my 2-year-old Lexus. Oh, Caleb, you're so handsome with your little fuzzy beard. $4,500 to rotate my tires. Oh, go right ahead.
What song? Oh, the one they bought.
Are you shocked? So anyway, yeah, $4,500. Same work done here at Meineke without all those parts. Sometimes it's not necessary. I can't tell you how many times that something plastic breaks and we just fix it here and we don't have any issues. Just the way that it is with plastic model cars you're driving around today. Everything's made of plastic. Try go getting a valve cover gasket done at BMW. Yeah, they're not putting just a valve cover gasket on your BMW. And that's almost every car. Like Caleb's working valve cover job now that another shop took a 100,000 mile car, pulled the warped valve cover off, put a Felpro gasket on it, and it's still pissing fluid out of it. We're like, that's why we don't put valve cover gaskets on plastic valve covers. Don't work.
I've done it to my own car once.
Different
but
for
that's
you.
different because I'm okay doing the job twice for my own car.
Yeah. So I figured I would just give you that little story about the customer almost getting a $4,500. And he was smart too. Like he definitely said, hey, let me find a guy that has done this already and doesn't need, what was the labor? 8 hours they charged him?
Yeah, $330 an hour.
8 hours at $330 an hour. Whew. And their bays are full and mine are empty. What?
Trump signs bill to reopen government.
Oh!
Longest shutdown in history.
Yeah. A lot of finger pointing going on. I watched some of that last night.
It's all finger pointing. It's all.
You and you and you and you and you.
It's a bipartisan issue, but everybody's pointing fingers to make the other side look bad.
They should just squash Obamacare and let the people go back to the way that it was, that let insurance companies fight for the business, because that's what it was.
Yep.
Instead of just forcing everyone to be ramrodded into 3 plans that they're making tons of money on.
Yep.
Not the government, but I used to have an insurance broker that would come here and say, hey, this is the best deal I could get for you for the plan that you want and the money you want to spend. It wasn't like, at that time it was probably 10 different health plans. Now it's 3.
I got a 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe.
Silver, bronze, right? 3 you have to pay for. The people who are subsidized, right? I don't know how that really works because I'm not a subsidized insurance person. I don't qualify, but I don't even know what the tiers are anymore. It's fucking crazy, dude.
I don't know, Matt. I'm on my parents' insurance.
And sometimes it's way better because
Okay.
those bigger companies have bigger pools.
Independent Blue Cross.
But a guy like me with
Blue Cross, my dad and my stepdad, so I don't pay for shit.
getting robbed for healthcare. Getting robbed for healthcare. All right, so that's that. So if you're at any dealership and you don't know any better, do a tad bit of homework. Call my shop and say, okay, well, what's your labor rate for an alternator? The dealership's $330 an hour, and we're $150, and we're going to say, well, fuck it, we were $175. That's a huge savings on an alternator job. And if you want the same OEM part, we'll go to the dealership and get the same OEM part and put the same part on.
Mhm.
Not that he knows how to do it any better. You're just paying double or triple the labor.